Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back
to the Monkey Apocalypse, issue 21.
And we understand it doesn't sound as good. We're sorry about that, but you know what? You're getting a trade. What are you getting a trade? It's issue 21. We're doing something special. 1, 2, 3, boom! There you go. Something special for you.
Black and white, man. That's awesome.
This is legit.
So we couldn't do a silent episode, you know, a little homage to G.I. Joe 21, so we're going to do it in black and white. So,
but you know what? It doesn't matter if you're black or white. That's right. Okay, so on with the show.
Go to events.
Ha! So Jeff, you know what the biggest argument is about the Marvel movies?
What is it?
Is that you can't have the X-Men and the Avengers in the same movie. It doesn't make any sense.
Not going to happen. Never.
Never. But you know where you can see the X-Men and the Avengers and Spider-Man together?
Where?
Marvel Universe Live.
Oh my gosh. I heard it's coming to Colonial Life Arena the 26th and 28th of this month. Guess what Pump Monkey has?
What?
4 tickets, right about a $250 value. Come in, don't even make a purchase. Come in, register here. We're going to draw for the tickets. It's going to be awesome.
Okay, I'm excited. Marvel Universe Live. You get to see Hulk. You get to see Iron Man. You get to see Spider-Man. You get to see Captain America, Wolverine, all on the same roof.
That's right.
At the Colonial Life Arena.
So come in, got to register by the 23rd, and hopefully you'll win.
We'll see. Maybe see Jeff there if you do.
Next big local event, October 5th at Jamil Temple, is going to be Super Pop.
Not Super Pop. Super. S-U-P-A-H. Super Pop Con.
It's going to be an awesome comic toy show. We're going to have, let's see, Roy Thomas is going to be there again.
Used to run DC Comics, right?
Right.
Or Marvel Comics.
Yeah, DC Conan.
Oh, yeah. Right.
Yeah, you know, that Roy Thomas.
Oh, got it.
Basically ran Marvel at one point.
That's right.
Let's see. We also have got one of the founders of the 501st is going to be there. What else?
Got the manga library. We've actually met the young lady who runs this. She's an incredible person, and what she does is great. Definitely stop by and see her.
So everything I see looks like Jamil Temple is going to be full of dealers and artists and a lot of different people. So October 5th, Sunday, 11 to 5. This is our local con, another one of our little local shows, so please come out and support.
Pokemon will be there. Nerds the Apocalypse will be there. Come out to Super Pop.
So I want to take just a second and thank Sanford Green for coming out this past Saturday for doing the sign of Uncanny Avengers. Really good turnout. Of course, that's the issue that memorialized Jacoby.
Right.
Also, Jacoby's dad was in here, Stuart. He was in here signing the books too. So it was a nice crowd, a great day. So thank you again, Sanford, for coming. We'll see you October 5th at Super Pop Con, and he's also going to be here for our Halloween Comic Fest at the end of the month, so that's going to be exciting. So
that's fun. We also, Dan from here from Punk Monkey, did an interview with Sanford for us, and we'll cut to that now. He's in color, so here you go.
That's Dan here at Punk Monkey Comics. We're here with Sanford Green. He's the artist on Uncanny Avengers 23, which is issue dedicated to Jacoby Latte, who tragically died back in June at Irmo Park. Sanford was here today signing, and we'll have more copies available already signed for you here this coming week. We want to just thank you, Sanford, for coming out, and if you just want to speak a little bit about how all this started.
Sure. A few months ago, like everyone has heard here, that Jacoby Latta, 3 years old, he was going on 4. Had a birthday coming up, and they were out in the park in Lexington playing, and tragic, incident occurred. Of course, he passed away from that incident. The family reached out to me, and I was aware of the family, or I had a relationship with the family from church, and when they reached out to me, they weren't aware that I was working for Marvel at the time. Mm-hmm. They knew I was in the industry, but they didn't know that I was over at Marvel. So they wanted to see if something could be done to, memorialize Jacoby. I told them I would look into it, do something, do the best that I could to make something happen. My goal was to try to do something beyond that. Mm-hmm. I reached out to the editor-in-chief at Marvel. Mm-hmm. He reached back to me, and he said, what do we need to do? And
that's great.
That was great for him, because that was a long shot, to be honest with you. And he was really impacted by the story, wanted to help out the best way he could. Of course, we then, started to scramble because the story had already been written, but
Right.
we
3 months out.
needed to, yeah, we just needed to try to make sure that we were able to try to get at least a memorial in the book. Also, I put a cameo of little Jacoby in the story from a crowd scene, so that was really cool to be able to do that. So, you know, long story short, that's where we are now. The book is out, like you said, and it's doing really well. I'm really excited. It's making a big buzz, you know, all across the, you know, the industry right now.
Good. Well, like I said, we'll have copies here at the store, already signed by Sanford. And Sanford will be back with us again on Saturday, October 25th for our Halloween Comic Fest. So thanks for coming out,
All
Sanford.
right, thank you.
So as we're doing for the whole month of September, we're doing the lenticular 3D covers from DC Comics as our notables. So before we start that, did you read any of the ones from last week yet?
I have not read any from last week yet. I have read about them, but I haven't read them.
Green Arrow is amazing.
Yeah, I know Green Arrow's really good. I know Grayson's pretty good.
I love Grayson. Grayson was told from like 5 years in the future backwards. It was a fantastic read. The Red Phantom Stranger, it was great. These one-shots are 1,000 times better than last year's Villains Month.
Well, like I read about it because Villains Month kind of lets you down a little bit in a lot of books. Some books are okay, but a lot of it lets you down.
Yeah.
And so that's kind of why you held off a little bit. But I've read the reviews on a lot of these books that weren't so spoiler free. But and they look like they're really good. So you still got some from last week left.
Yeah,
right?
we still got some 3D covers left from last week. So coming out this week, first up we got Batgirl. So it looks like Batgirl's got her own little team.
Here's what I'm at, and I'm just saying this. I haven't looked through the book or anything, but there's a blonde Batgirl on the cover. Is that Stephanie Brown? That's what everybody wants to see. Is it? I don't know. I guess you're gonna have to pick up the book to find out.
Yeah.
But it could be. Don't get mad at me if it isn't. It's a group of Batgirls. Could be anybody. It also could be Harper. One of the Batgirls could be Harper. I mean, I don't know. I haven't looked through it again. I promise. Check it out.
So the next one will be Batman. So the first couple of pages that you're flipping through, it looks like Batman's just had the crap kicked out of him. So now he's got some kind of device strapped onto his back, and he looks like he's getting juiced up to go out and to fight crime. So I don't know what that's all about. So that's going to be interesting. So
We got the Birds of Prey from the future.
Mhm.
That looks cool. Let's jump 5 years. I don't think any of the Birds of Prey have been in Futures End. That's what's cool is like you're reading Futures End, you kind of have a side of these, but a lot of these characters are doing these books on have not been featured in Futures End, so you kind of get to see where they are.
Constantine looks like he's ended up with Dr. Fate's helmet.
Oh, that's going to be interesting.
So that's going to be kind of crazy. Let's see, Green Lantern Corps, Infinity Man, the Forever People, Justice League United, New Suicide Squad. Probably my favorite cover so far that's come out.
Very cool.
You got Harley Quinn there. It looks like they're going to take over the White House, maybe.
I don't know.
So kind
We
of,
just watched Arkham War, which was excellent, so I'm kind of up on Harley Quinn right now.
that's cool. Then we got Superboy.
Superboy. Well, the Superboy comic was kind of crazy. We just got through an event with like a bunch of Superboys from a parallel universe. By a bunch, I mean like thousands of different Superboys. And you know what I didn't find? I looked was like the '90s Superboy. I was like, really? You're not going to give me the coat Superboy? But no, it was a parallel Superboy with Superboy for a while, and now it's back to the original Superboy. And that's where it ends. Is he's back, I'm back, ha. So now we get to see 5 years from now what that guy's doing. So.
And then the last one is World's Finest, and really, in my opinion, these are probably two of the most underrated characters in the entire DC universe. I think Huntress is freaking phenomenal.
Well,
but
the thing about this book is, and this is kind of a little bit spoilery for Future's End if you haven't read any of them, but we know where Power Girl is in the Future End book. There's, again, spoilers, there's a Catamus prison, and they have like all the heroes from Earth 2 locked up. Like everybody's in there, and if you look, and you can just see her as one of the Power Girls, as one of the people locked up. Would Huntress stand for this? Would Batman stand for Superman being locked up? No. Would Huntress stand for Power Girl being locked up? No. So, well, are we going to see maybe Huntress doing something about it? I don't know, but
it's a good hymn in front of the book, though, I guess.
yeah, I guess Catamus Island.
Cool. So let's go to the top 5.
There you go. Number 5, book of the week. The Whedon Three-Way. That's not me. It's called the Whedon Three-Way. That's the name of the book. So we got 3 Whedon books, right? That he's been writing currently. What are they?
Yeah. Buffy the Vampire Slayer, season 10.
Right.
Angel and Faith, and then you have Serenity, the series that came out about 6-7 months ago. The cool thing is You get 3. They're reprints, number 1s for $1.
$1. The good thing about this is kind of like your preview, because these books have been out long enough. They're about to hit trade this fall. So you could be like, hey, do I want these books in trade? You can buy this for $1. You get 3 books, 33 cents a book.
All right. I love it. You did math.
That's crazy.
You did math.
That doesn't make any sense.
That's awesome.
Doesn't make any sense. And so then you can decide if you want to get the trades. And of course, you can say, hey, Jeff, I want the trade. I read this, so good. Can I get it? And he'll put it aside for it.
Cool. Well, let's go to number 4. So here's kind of our indie book for the week. Here's Image. It's Copperhead number 1. Pretty interesting.
It's very sci-fi. It's a young lady on a new planet. She's just been a sheriff, I think.
Yeah.
And so now she got to deal with this craziness, and it's sort of like our life, but with aliens. Like there's alien hillbillies. He's got to deal with. It's great, and she the cop outfit. I'll say this from the cover. It's very stormtroopery. That kind of gives you being a Star Wars fanboy, kind of gives a plus for that. It's number 1. It's an indie title. These indie titles you never know when they're going to break out and be excellent. So it's always good. That's why we like to talk about the first ones, because you never know what's going to happen inside. And it's if you like sci-fi, it's very there's like flying ships and it's a different planet, all kinds of aliens, and she's just trying to make her way as a cop. So we're good.
And redneck, alien, hillbillies.
With 30 white t-shirts.
I love it.
1 eye. And a bat. Number 3, book of the week. The Amazing Spider-Man issue 6. This is 6 from the reboot. We've actually had a new spider character introduced. Spoilers, just if you haven't been catching up with Amazing Spider-Man. It's a character called Silk. Was bit the same time as Peter. Mm-hmm. It's kind of a retcon thing because she's, been experimented on in a lab, and then now Peter finds her and she's free. And her costume is she has natural webbing. She's not like Peter needs that. She's actually more powerful than Peter. Her spider sense is better. She has more strength, and she actually has natural web shooters. And that's her costume. She makes a pretty good looking outfit with a web, and she calls herself Silka. And it's weird because they have this it adds a new dimension because they have this weird spider attraction. Like they keep kissing and everybody's like, "What are you doing?" And they're like, "We're sorry, we can't help it." And they're like, "Yeah, right." And but it's the Electro arc. It's coming to an end. Electro and Black Cat. When in Superior Spider-Man, we had Doc Ock and Spider-Man kind of wrecked Black Cat's life, and she doesn't care that he was somebody else, but she's getting her revenge, and she's using Electro to do it. So it's been a fun ride. Do you have the other 5 issues in the store?
Yeah. I think we've got all 5 of them in. So like I said, this is the end of it. The next one I think goes into Spider-Verse.
Yeah, which is going to be great.
Yeah. So coming in at number 2 this week, we have Death of Wolverine, Part 2. Eventually we're going to kill Wolverine. We keep saying it. Not sure when.
Spoilers.
Number 4. So last week's issue, of course this is coming out every week now. Probably one of the hottest books in the shop last week. Everybody was coming in looking for this book. This story arc has a lot of villains from the past in it, so they're just kind of bringing all them out. Or
that's cool. It's like they introduce a villain currently, and they kind of do a flashback sequence. There's a lot of that in this. It's pretty much everyone that Wolverine's been prominent in Wolverine's life has showed up. They're kind of trying to introduce everybody, So it's I don't want to spoil it because it's looking through it you can't. I don't want to.
I love the '90s throwback chromium cover.
Yeah, it's in the city.
I love it.
The first one had so many variants.
Yeah. Okay, Stevie. So number 1 this week is Edge of Spider-Verse number 1. So I'm a little confused because this is actually Part 2 of Edge of Spider-Verse.
Okay, I got you. See, Superman to DC, Spider-Man to Marvel. So I'm loving this. And this story actually really began in Superior Spider-Man 32 when it came back. And I don't want to get spoiler on it, but you got to read the book. I think it's 24 hours. There's a time where Doc Ock went through time. That Doc Ock Spider-Man went through time, and he doesn't remember what happened. Apparently, he was all in this. So you really got to check it out. The Edge of Spider-Verse is essentially there's going to be issues coming out, and for this, and this is number 1, Spider-Man Noir. And there was a Noir storyline way back when, and it's telling stories how all these Spider-Men team up, and it's going to tell their story, and then at the end, it's going to how they join this Spider-Man group.
Yep.
And each, like the next two is like a Gwen Stacy Spider-Man. It's going to be crazy. Can you tell I'm excited? I'm excited. It's going to bleed into Amazing Spider-Man. There's a whole checklist. Jeff has copies of the checklist if you want to check it out. We can show you all the books you need to get. You can sub all the Spider-Verse books. I mean, fanboy talking, I recommend checking them all out. But if it has the title of Edge of Spider-Verse, this is the Spider-Verse story doesn't actually start till next month. But there's a bunch of books leading up to it that come out. And I almost feel like the story has started. I've read Superior Spider-Man 23, and I felt like that was the beginning of the Spider-Verse story. So you kind of have to get that, or you might be confused when it starts. But I'm excited. Sorry.
So if you love crossovers, love collecting them all, this is definitely for you.
Yeah,
I mean, this is
the good thing about this is not necessarily a crossover. It's just like this amazing, amazing Spider-Man story. And I don't know if any other books are going to jump in. It's just Spider-Man from everywhere, all the time. It's going to be great, man. I'm excited. Sorry. Thwip.
So thanks for tuning in for Monkey Apocalypse, issue 21. A lot of fun being in black and white.
That's right, our vintage episode. That's what I like. It's a vintage. You
right.
can't get it. Sin City, Walking Dead. That's how we do it.
So don't forget, come out and register for Marvel Universe Live and SuperPodCon October 5th.
That's good. And we're on Facebook.com/NerdsDayPod, and you can just search for Punk Bucket Comics. Check us out there. All of our events are posted. All of our videos are posted. You can find the address for the store there, so check it out.
Monkey Apocalypse.
Ah!